Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And you know, one thing I think we can say of modern Doctor Who, it doesn't necessarily finish things at its starts, right? It's like, I think the same is true of Star Trek as well. You know, they will start things with a big like, dun, 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 like, how's that gonna, wow, like a big mic drop moment, right? And then when you examine them until nothing makes sense, it all falls apart. I think we really saw that in Doctor Who Flux, right? They had a lot of things set up and then just kind of ignored. It didn't make sense and it was stupid. I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't me who made it. Anyway, so somebody who made that, one of the greatest creative forces behind that wasn't Chris Chibnall, wasn't Jodie Whittaker, even though they were the greatest creative forces behind that. It was Matt Strevens. Matt Strevens is Chris Chibnall's Boy Friday, his main servitor, and he's become the face of Doctor Who, right? He's become the face of this production. What happened to Chris Chibnall? He's like completely vanished from view, right? It's so weird. I mean, last time we saw him, he was doing a half-hour video on YouTube trying to explain Doctor Who Flux after it finished. That's never a sign you've done well, is it? It's never a sign. And you missed out a bunch of stuff when he did it. So that's I think the last we saw of him, right? Matt Strevens has become front and center. Again, where is Chibnall now? My guess, he's in a bunker somewhere with Dr. Fauci. You know, the guy who told us to lock down everything and it's going to make everything better, and he was wrong about everything, right? You know, I'm recording this on Thursday. On, when was it, Tuesday? They had this big thing in America, the State of the Union, where the president like addresses Congress and we're doing great, no matter how bad. That's what they always do, right? So they got notice that the wind has changed, right? And people were just done with COVID. They are just done with it, right? And like anybody like continuing with it is just political suicide. So I think the day before or the day of, they changed all the COVID rules that nobody has to wear masks anymore indoors, because then it will look bad being surrounded by people wearing masks, wouldn't it? It's just weird. It's just weird. I don't know how we got onto that. Always finish what you start. So Matt Strevens started an interview last month, and now it's finished. How did I get onto that? I'm actually going to watch this video to find out how I went from one to the other, because I have no bloody idea. Anyway, so he started an interview last month, and it was as we say in the profession, comedy gold, pure comedy gold. And now he's going to finish that interview. I have not read this interview yet, right? You're getting my live reactions as they happen. I may be a bit scathing. I might take the piss. Okay, that might happen. Gird yourself, because I think that's how things are going to go down. Before we get into it, can you hit the like button? That would be Fandabby. And you know, Fandabby, double dozy. Jimmy Cranky for the next Doctor. Oh, yeah. You know, if you're going to do a female Doctor, do we Jimmy Cranky. I think that would be awesome. Also, I would love to see an American production of Doctor Who starring Peter Dinklage. Completely separate from the British production, but I think that'll be awesome. I think that'll be fan-freaking-tastic, as long as Matt Strevens has nothing to do with it whatsoever. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment, Substack. I have a Substack which I would like you to sign up to. I would like you to sign up to it a lot. I don't think I can undersell that. I would very much like you to sign up to it. Why would I like you to sign up to it? Because the more people sign up to it, the more people sign up to the paid one. Why would I want you to sign up to the paid one? Because I get paid. That's really it, right? That's really genuinely it. Because I get paid, okay? I haven't put enough content out on that last month. I had a wacky month. But this month, this is the month, right? This is the month we're going to get on top of it. Fine. Like, share, subscribe, comment, Substack, all those things are done. Let's read this interview. This interview about Strevens. I like, just what? Trip of a lifetime. Well, it was for you, mate. And which is, as I skimmed this, it seemed to be the ongoing vibe. This was, he had a great time. Well, I'm glad somebody did. In the concluding part of the Paul Kirtley's interview, he's wrote a good article on. There's two articles. There's one on Screen Rant, run on BBC, not BBC, on Radio Times, One saying, "Oh, we need nostalgia. That's great," and the other one saying, "Nostalgia is the worst thing ever." So I'm going to do a video, I think on Sunday, juxtaposing those two articles because they came out like within hours of each other. The outgoing executive producer teases the remaining 13 Doctor specials and explains why he's proud to have been a little part of history. The reason you're proud is because you're a moron. You have no idea how bad a job you've done. Right? You genuinely have. I mean, again, you keep using political analogies, but like it's Biden in America. He's saying, "Oh, I'm doing great. I've done fantastic. Really, you think so? Do you? Do you really think you've done good? I'd love to ask that to Jodie Whittaker. Like, how do you think it went, darling? Yeah. I really. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts." When Doctor Who magazine catch up with Matt Strevens over Zoom in January, it's not the recently broadcast New Year's special that's on his mind, nor the 13th upcoming final adventures. No, it's the 5th Doctor's debut story back in 1982. What, you just saw it for the first time, have you? It was the 40th anniversary of the first episode of Castrovalva the other day, says Matt. Oh, shut up! You don't know that! Oh, shut up! That's bullcrap. Come on. How can... No, somebody fed you that, okay? You did not know that. That is bullcrap. I grown up with John Pertwee and Tom Baker. By the time Peter Davison took over, I was 13. Okay, so you were 13 in 82. Are we the same age? So you were born in 72, 71, 70, 69. Okay, a couple of years older than me. Yeah, I kind of like Peter Davison that time. And by the time Peter took over, I was 13. So I wasn't a kiddie kid anymore, but actually Peter Davison was my doctor. Yes, idiot, yes. That's what you should be writing Doctor Who for. Intelligent, well, not you, obviously. Intelligent 13-year-olds, not dumb 6-year-olds, which is who this era is written for. Intelligent 13, I mean, there's a... somebody who often comments on my videos said the other day they were young. They're like 13, 14. I couldn't believe it, right? I couldn't believe it. This person has a really intelligent, mature analysis. I mean, I'm not making it up. Go have a look. Go look. It's so I was like, wow. So when they told me when they mentioned how young they were in the comments, I was like, you are the perfect Doctor Who viewer, an intelligent 13-year-old, right? That's what it should be. And honestly, I don't think he's that much of a dummy. I mean, he did manage to get himself into higher education, which is probably the thing that made him into a moron, right? But yeah, so yeah, you are prime Doctor Who candidate for a viewer candidate at that time. No one else in my family watched it then, so I watched it on a little black and white portable, a very, very common experience. Yeah, this is why it's kind of nonsense that we can't compare ratings of Sylvester McCoy, Colin Baker, and Peter Davison to Jodie Whittaker, because most people would video it in those years because it was up against Coronation Street. Right, it was time shifted. Like, I think most people did that somewhere or another. A lot of people did that. First Doctor Who, I remember the first type of Doctor Who video I recorded and started building a collection around was Resurrection of the Daleks. Right, so that's when VCRs came in, and we were somewhat of an early adopter. So that was the time videotapes started to become cheap enough that I could buy them. Right, that a school kid could buy them. And he was young, and I felt a certain ownership of the Doctor. Yeah, we did too, until you came along. Then cut to 40 years later, and I'm here sitting in the back of an SUV with Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker. No, you're not, mate. No, you're not. You're not sitting with Doctor Who then. Who's recording a video message from my young nephew's birthday. He shakes his head. It's one of those moments when you've kind of arrived, haven't you? And that's what this is all about. Yeah, it's all about you, mate. Everything's all about you. I've arrived! No, once you arrive, you better be able to do the bloody job that you arrived to do. And you haven't been able to do it, right? You have not been able to do it. Oh, we're so stunning and brave. Look at us. We're going to... This is back in 2017. We're going to be the bestest ever, and everyone's going to love us so much. Oh, yes, we are. Blimey. If only we knew back in 2017 where we'll be 5 years later. Like, again, I'm recording this on Thursday. With any luck, there won't be a nuclear war before then. You'll all get to see this. But do I think there's going to be a nuclear war? I think there's going to be a nuclear exchange. I don't think there's going to be I don't think there's going to be an extinction event. I just my optimism bias going on there, but that's what I think. And again, I guess you might know on Saturday if I'm right or wrong. Why am I laughing at that? And then there was being in meetings. Where I got to film things like the design of Doctor Who logo. Really? Now, I have to tell you, I was excited the first time I saw that logo. The first time I saw that ad with the TARDIS flying through it, it felt different, it felt new, it felt exciting, it felt feminine, right? Which is also something I was kind of excited about. A feminine take on the Doctor. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. Doctor Who logo and sonic screwdriver. Oh, blimey! Talk about feminine take. Why did you make it look like a dildo? What the hell was wrong with you? Oh, let's check that. Let's get the first female Doctor Who, right? The first stunning and brave female Doctor Who. We're going to hire the first one played. We're going to break that glass ceiling. What should we make a sonic screwdriver look like? Now, remember, it can be a bit phallic. Should we play that up and make it look like a dildo, or should we play down the dildo-ness of it? No, please play up the dildo. We should make it more dildo-ish. More dildo-ish. With a big red light, with a big brown light on the end. Okay. And the Doctor's costume. We should have a rainbow going right across the chest. Really? To show support for the LGBTQ alliance. Really? Including Gareth Roberts? No, not him. Okay, fine. Okay. How'd that work out? Yeah, exactly. Having somebody ask me what your opinion about the shade of blue on the TARDIS and whether we should do a black notice or a white notice on the door. What? Why don't just look to see what it was done? Okay, if you don't know, why are they asking you? Rusty Davis would answer you. You don't know crap. What the hell? Funny thing is, I don't know. Is it white or black and white? It's white or black. Yeah, obviously. Those things are just Willy Wonka golden ticket moments that you don't deserve, okay? The essence of Willy Wonka, okay, him finding the golden ticket was that he so deserved it. Him and Grandpa Joe so deserved it. You so didn't. It's easy to forget those within the day-to-day full-on job. It's really important to remember that I remember them. God, it was important that you didn't do a terrible job. Another pinch yourself moment was when Matt joined Jodie and showrunner Chris Chibnall for the US launch of the show debut. The Woman Who Fell to Earth. Did you do something similar with Spyfall? Did you? Yeah, you're really proud of Spyfall. Did you do something similar with that? No, you're hiding in a bunker. Did you do something similar with Flux? No, you didn't do that, did you? You're not gonna. Ever since that, you've never ever interacted with fans that weren't vetted, have you? You know why? Because you're garbage. The stuff you've done is garbage. It just is. Now, having to say that, the people who like the Jodie Whittaker era, they feel me saying I think it's garbage feels that's me bullying them. No, I like you liking it. And there was this assumption that Doctor Who fans, I won't say non-Jodie Whittaker Doctor Who fans, I'll just say Doctor Who fans, were going to somehow disrupt Jodie Whittaker's appearance at Comic-Con. No one gives a shit, okay? That's the truth. It's not worth it, mate. Again, Rusty Davis is going back. 6 months, and this is all a memory beyond a memory. That picture, the map joined Jodie so well. Chris Chibnall at the Comic-Con. As part of that, there was a screening in Madison Square Garden, and we had to go on stage and say, "Hello, Madison Square Garden." He laughs at the memory. Yeah, that's a memory, mate. It ain't coming back, all right? That wasn't your first step up. That was your way out, okay? That was the first time we've seen the episode with an audience. Again, try watching Timeless Children with an audience of Doctor Who fans. First time they saw it. Try that. I'd love to see. Have you ever seen The Producers, a great Mel Brooks movie? They made it into a musical. So the basic premise is that they want to raise money for a musical and have it be so incredibly awful that it would fail instantly, and they'll be able to pocket all the money. Gene Wilder and Zira Mostel, right, starring in it, and they so they find the worst thing. Again, this was in early 60s, was it late 50s, early 60s, and it was a very naughty National Socialist from the Germany in the 1940s feel to it. Springtime for that naughty man whose name begins with H and Germany. And anyway, so they assumed it would be hated, but people thought it was a comedy. But there's this bit in it where they go and they say, let's go and see how much everybody hates it, right? We got to hide our faces, so no, they were in a bar after the show happened, and people watching it came in and said, "Oh no, we got to hide our faces. They're going to tear us apart." And they heard people talk about it, and they heard people go how much they loved it. Yeah, I would love to have seen that with a real audience, like Timeless Children. How do you think that went down, mate? Oh my god, that's why you don't interact with people anymore, and that's why Ross Lee Davies doesn't stop. When you go, this is something beyond the TV show. Again, why are you claiming victory in the first minute possible? Yeah, and you just look stupid afterwards. That's why. Again, all this news stories about Russia doing badly in the Ukraine war. I don't really believe. Okay, I don't really believe. I think people like to claim victory at the earliest moment possible. Let's wait and see. And again, I'm not rooting for Russia or anyone. Just like I'm rooting for peace. That's what I'm rooting for. To be a custodian of something that is like this is such an honor and a privilege, he adds. It's a bit like being involved in James Bond. Well, God knows what they're going to do with James Bond. I mean, again, if you feel that way, why don't you treat it that way? Right? I get what you've done has been garbage. And it's just embarrassingly subpar garbage. You can say that it's an honor and a privilege and all that stuff as much as you like. But the proof's in the pudding, mate, right? The proof's in the pudding. The pudding tasted very bad. The proof is spotted dick, okay? That's if I may say so. You become a little, I wish you became a little part of history, just for a short time. And this is everything. It's all about your avarice and ego. Everything, like, what? Why the Rosa episode? Because you want to tell the story? No, because you wanted to be called Stunning and Brave. Okay, that's why. Because it's all about your stodding, stupid ego, which is why Doctor Who has been pretty much destroyed. You did break it, and thankfully Ross Lee Davies came back, and we have hope that it's not broken. Being part of his just a thought time. I've been part of a British cultural icon. No, the British vomited you out. You're not. This era of Doctor Who is not a cultural British icon. It was vomited out by the British public. If push, what would Matt choose as his favourites? As his favourite stories from the past few series? Oh, what do you think he's going to say? Do you think he's going to pervert you signal a bit? I think that might be. To me, Rosa was so special for all sorts of reasons. Firstly, I got a blowjob from my wife afterwards because she said I was stunning and brave. So that made me feel very, very, very good. I'm sure it did, mate. I'm sure it did. Because we went to a dinner party and they went, "Oh, you worked at Doctor Who. You're so stunning and brave," and she liked that. That's why everything happens. Okay, so you can go to dinner parties and people say you're stunning and sodding brave. Also, not just the subject matter, which is a very important thing, because black people are really, people don't like black people. We got to make people like black people. Nobody gives a shit, okay? I honestly, have you ever met anybody who goes, ooh, I don't like the color of his skin? That's a weirdo, okay? It's not even racist anymore. It's just weird. Like, why? It's like, I don't think black people should be on television. Why not? Like, nobody thinks this way, okay? No, yes, okay. Rosa happened. It was a bad recreation that was very, very agenda-filled for something that happened how long ago now? 70 years ago? Like, literally 70 years ago? The world's moved on, mate, okay? The world has moved on. Yeah, I mean, okay, whatever. It's on the subject matter. Also on the production level, it was the first time the show had gone somewhere like South Africa, dubbing from Montgomery, Alabama in 1955. Oop, come back. Where'd you go? In 1955. Okay. Look, it didn't look bad. The script was awful, right? It was just awful. To get a bigger production bang. We weren't sure if it was going to come across on screen. Actually did. You know, I don't want to be a dick constantly. Well, I do. But you know, I feel bad doing that. I don't want to be a constant dick about this. But yeah, no, okay, it looked good. It did. Visually, it was successful. But it just looked incredible being out there with the crew and the lovely Vinette Robson who played Rosa. A wonderful memory. Oh, we were so stunning. And we were so brave. Yes, you were stunning and brave. And the other one is Village of the Angels. Yes, that one that did quite good in Flux. I just thought it was really complete, perfect episode. Honestly, the Sontaran one was a better episode, mate. I hate to tell you. And that was crap too. It also had the wonderful guest cast with Annabelle Shirley and Kevin McNally. Kevin McNally was the star of the season. It was an acting masterclass. I mean, I guess she wasn't bad. But again, they just had nothing to work with. And it set up that whole informal companion gang of Jericho, Yaz, and Dan. Oh, I hated that. That ran for a couple of... I hated that. Like, how am I supposed to believe Yaz is, like, so stunning and brave and incredible? I just don't. I really love that. According to Matt, it's the people, the Doctor Who fam, if you will, that he'll miss about the job. No, no one's missing them going, okay? No, nobody. Nobody's going to blink an eye, okay? We're all going to be like, fine, catch you later. The people always say this about their own shows, of course, but the team that made Doctor Who are phenomenal. Sadly, they didn't make phenomenal Doctor Who. Well, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenally bad. And it's a great testament that even after a full year of filming of season 3, we still got we all still got on. And what people for years have still got on. I mean, like, Jesus, bloody, really? We didn't try and burn anyone. Okay, well done, Matt. The friendships I made are the most important thing I'll take away from this. And that and your P45. I know for Jodie that the hardest thing for her to leave is that the hardest thing for her to leave. That's the hardest thing for her. ... to leave. Okay, it's bad punctuation. I said, look, knowing the way Doctor Who works, at some point in the future, some future showrunner, a big finish, will knock on your door and go, well, will you don the grey coat again? No one in their right mind will ever do that, okay? And that's why I use the word in their right mind. No one in their right mind will ever do that. No. No, yeah, exactly. It's just, that's insane. That's just beyond insane. And she said, yeah, but it's not about that. It's about the fact that this team will never be together again. What about all those fandoms, all that we got together? Like, all the people you chased from fandom. Like, yeah, I understand your little team got on, but we got on nicely here in fandom. We did. We argued, but we didn't. It was not like it's been like for the last 5 years. Like, this utter hatred because these people are like you. While cast and crew made parting rays for the rest of us, the current won't come on the 13th Doctor until autumn. I know. What can Matthew tell us about what's to come? Okay, well, before we get into that, let's see this box out. After the fucks, what was great that people really seem to enjoy the hooks. Again, starter stuff, not necessarily finishing them, says Matt, of the giddy online buzz that followed each episode. It really, how's the online buzz after episode 6? Wasn't very good, was it? No. You actually had, what about the online buzz after episode 3? Once Upon Time. Was it good? No, it wasn't very good. I followed each episode of last year's Flux when Doctor Who was regularly trending on Twitter. Yeah, Doctor Who crap. Yeah, hashtag RIP Doctor Who. It wasn't good, mate. It wasn't good. Quith Willie, and again, who cares who's trending on Twitter? 2% of your country's on there. It doesn't matter. Twitter doesn't matter, moron. Chris really enjoyed when there's cliffhangers, which were resolved stupidly with no point instantly with the next episode. Every one, or not explained at all. I always wondered what I'll feel like. What's that, darling? The end of the universe! And next thing you know, they're in Crimea and nowhere near the TARDIS. Okay, fine. Although, I have to say, again, I want to give credit where credit's due. The lighting and direction when she runs to that TARDIS after that cliffhanger, in episode 2, and there's no door to the TARDIS, they just go around. That was good, right? That was actually pretty good. I'd love to see that happen with Capaldi. That would have worked. That would have been great. I guess even stop clock is right twice a day, right? Certain episodes like Village of the Angels just worked on every level, other than script. But every episode earned its place. We took some risks, and a lot of people found Chapter 3, Once Upon a Time, quite out there. No, we found it shit. It wasn't out there. We found it to be shit. Like, just relentless shit. And John Bissett has gone down very well, really well. People really took to Dan in their hearts. Yeah, I don't know what universe you're living in. I think the series has given us a number of characters I would love to see come back. Who? The Doctor? Yaz? Why? I don't understand. Ryan? I think we're going to go. And I'm talking just like as a fan. No, you're not. Fans are like, just end this garbage and let's never see it again. Although, again, Raymond McNally was pretty good, okay? I'm looking at his picture. He was good. But not with the scripts he was given, which made no sense whatsoever. I've got no idea what plans they got. Jacob Anson, Thaddeus Graham, and Vinder and Bell. Oh, yes, please. What? Their story never ended, right? Unlike this interview, this story never had a conclusion. And who didn't love Craig L's Carvanista? I kind of like Carvanista. I like dogs. What do you want to tell you? If ever there was an oddball cop style show waiting to happen, it's Carvanista and Dan doing a sort of 48 hours. Okay, I'm fine. I think I would have preferred that. Many fans also had the heart set on spinner for Kevin McNally, not Ray McNally, Kevin McNally's Quality Hero, Eustace Jericho, until Chris killed him off. Yeah, because again, Chibnall has no idea of the sanctity of human life, right? It's not even a concept on a concept for him. Well, with Doctor Who, you never know, says Matt, smiling. Oh, he's back in the last episode then. Marvel Poof, you can kill characters. They've killed characters off and given them a whole new series. And how's that going for them? Yeah, that's going really well. Okay, fine. Next specials is a chance for all the. Next special is Legend of the Sea Devils. It's a chance for all the design department to totally show off. He says, honestly, it looks a bit Stingray, doesn't it? I think this might be on the thumbnail. I'll put this on the thumbnail with Troy Tempest from Stingray. That sounds funny. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do. To totally sell off. Okay, I'm glad you're going to totally sell off. He said, we built these massive full-size galleon ships in the studio, and costumes are exquisite. But how's the script doing, mate? Is it as good as the costumes and the sets? Yeah, okay, fine. John Bishop had great fun dressing up as a pirate, and Chris Timber was a super fan, as we know. So for him, it was really important we did the Sea Devil's justice. What, like you did the Silurians justice? I mean, like what other bits of garbage did you bring back? Like everything you okay, the Cybermen. The Cybermen were designed well. Yeah, but the cyber laws are crap. Even though I quite like the design of them as well. He was really keen to stick close to those classic designs. It's a bit of a swashbuckler here. Yeah, we saw what's it? The Black Spot. That was a good pirate episode. It's the last regular adventure before you go into the machinations of regeneration story. Yeah, I think we're going to end on some kind of cliffhanger, right? My guess is the sort of cliffhanger we're going to end in is the cliffhanger we got after the sort of cliffhanger we got from what's that one called? Not Waters of Mars, the one after that. With Michelle, with Lady Christina, whatever her name is. I can't remember what that one. But anyway, that ends up with the black woman gets on the bus and he will knock 4 times. And he's like, ooh. I think that's the sort of cliffhanger we're going to lead into the regeneration story. And it says a regeneration story, so I don't think we're seeing the next Doctor, but I think we're going to see her start to regenerate. Just in the most dumb way. I can't wait for this to be over. The latter was a special requested by BBC bosses. Yes, and never has there been a reason to understand how stupid BBC bosses actually were. It staggers the imagination, right? Genuinely staggers the imagination. When they approached Chris saying, "Well, I'd love you to do one more. We know production schedule's really tight. But what do you think about doing a special for the centenary?" You don't think they had to put this extra episode into their existing budget, do you? That might be. Listen, we'll give you the budget to do these 8 episodes, but you've got to do 9 episodes with them. That could be. I don't know. I don't know how TV works. But what do you think of doing something special for the centenary of the BBC? Yeah, nothing says the BBC in 2022 than Doctor Who. Nothing says it more than that. It was a no-brainer, which is quite handy because none of us actually have any brains. So it worked out quite well. Very good for you, Matt. It says, Matt, it's the final story is a massive feature-length epic. It was huge to shoot with lots of surprises for fans. Oh, God, leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't surprise us. Please don't surprise us. Oh, God, please don't surprise us anymore. I think it just underlines the iconic nature of the show. Okay. As for returning beyond that, with Russell T Davies returning the Helmetadas, man is looking forward to being that kid in front of the black and white TV portable again. Yeah, because that's all you're going to be able to afford, and you're not going to be working on it. You'll be living in bed sitting Clapham by the time you're done with this. Not literally, of course. He's got a big colour television now. Wait till the bailiffs come, mate. Okay, wait till the bailiffs come. I can go back to being a fanboy punter. That's fantastic. Never a fanboy punter. Isn't punter the word you use for people who go to prostitutes? I think so, right? Isn't it? I don't know, but I would believe that. I would believe it. He says, grinning, I don't know who the next Doctor is because they don't tell you, because you didn't know that Rusty Dale was coming back until the day before, right? It was announced. I'll find out when you find out. We've all got our fears, but knowing Russell, who is a genius, and I could do with it. I could be a runner. I could do a little bit of work, please. Is a well-worn word. Is a well-worn word. But he's going to do something we can't predict. Now I think I agree with you. Finally, we agree with you. Jodie is also very excited about the next thing, who the next incumbent TARDIS is. Really? Really? I don't believe you. He has. There's a great thing. I think clearly she's not regenerating into anybody. There's a great thing, I think, of being able to hand the baton on. When you filmed it, you weren't handing any batons on, mate. It was over, right? Don't kid a kidder, mate. That's a lovely thing for each actor who plays the part. You're a custodian, and like all of us who make the show, you want to make sure you left it in a good enough place to continue. You hadn't. You had not left it in a good enough place to continue. You blithering moron. No, you hadn't. What would Matt dare to venture? Any advice? Fine coming Uris, Russell T. Davis, Julie Gardner, Jane Tranter. Really? What doofus boy? What advice is he going to give them? Please. I gotta know. Never eat yellow snow. Okay, let's see what it is. Well, they said to us when we got it, don't break it. Yeah, don't think you followed that advice, did you? I don't think there's any chance of Russell doing that. He laughs. I've been friends with Russell since I was blessed to work with him in 2015 on Cucumber, the least regarded Russell Davis show ever. And I remember him saying to me, Doctor Who is a full-on show, but enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. He had no idea how badly this was going to happen. He had no idea he would have to come back to Doctor Who, right? Obviously, he enjoyed the ride so much, he bought another ticket. Well, I think you made it. I think you made those tickets look cheap, and they might be able to sell them for a large price. He bought the theme park. He can go on all the rides, and that's what we're hoping. I think that's brilliant. And production company Bad Wolf. Wow, what a success story. Do you think Bad Wolf has anything to do? They got their name from Doctor Who? Nah, I don't know anything about that. I'm a fanboy. I don't know. Power to them. What's lovely for me is we hand it on. Yes, as Doctor Who executive producer, that's all you want to be able to say. There you go. It meant a lot to Jodie to know she would regenerate and pass it on. So have fun, Russell. Don't break it. Don't break it, Russell. Yeah. Okay. Don't do anything at all that we did. Nothing. Anything we did, do not do under any freaking circumstances, and you will probably work out okay. In fact, try and think, what would Matt Strevens do? Try and think, in any given show, what would Matt Strevens do? And then do the exact opposite. And that's how you make a good Doctor Who. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt, for clarifying that. We all wanted to know. That was agonizing. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.